Hello everyone, Crypto Explorer here. Welcome back on the channel. I hope you guys are doing really well. Today there's a lot to cover. I want to talk to you about Dino has gone crazy, and I also don't want to make it a long video. So hop on board with me for this one. Let's get it started and let's see what this one brings to the table, what it makes it so special, what features, novelty features it shines, and yeah, let's get it started, guys. So the first thing I want you guys to know about this project is that it's from the original Dino team. So a couple of days, not days, a couple of months ago, there was this project which was the Dino V1 miner, and it was a huge success. I'm not sure if it was a huge success for the part of the profits that it gave to investors, or if it was the move that the team did after and that actually really brought so much attention upon the project and the team themselves. I'm going to tell you what happened. So when the miner came to an end, the TVL went to zero, the team decided to step up and just distribute over 160k USD by the users who didn't manage to get profits from the project, by the users who were at a loss at the time. So that move was huge, unheard of, and on the DeFi scene, I never heard of anything like it so far. So that granted that this team a solid uh, image within the whole DeFi community, and rightfully so. So what you need to understand is that this project is from that same team. It has nothing to do with the insane amount of Dino forks we saw popping in on a daily um, basis on the DeFi scene, and those were unrelated completely to the original Dino team. They were just other teams trying to ride their success wave and make some profits out of it. This one is not one of those, make no mistake. This is from the original Dino team that after their first minor project ended, they regrouped and came back with the idea of building a solid finance ecosystem, and their move was launching the Dino V2 miner, the Dino BUSD.finance dapp. This is the place where you need to go if you want to get in on Crazy Dino. And I'm going to tell you why. If you see here on Crazy Dino, the TVL is all about the Dino tokens, okay? The place where you get your Dino tokens is here on dinobusd.finance. So you gotta see that both these projects, they are not competitors within themselves. Actually, they're strengthening each other because both of them are building blocks of the same finance ecosystem, which was envisioned by the Dino Finance team. Now, whenever you come here to get your tokens, you need to understand that you also have to come here when you have your profits from Crazy Dino in order to stake them. And after staking, you will get your profits rightfully. Because here, Crazy Dino, you have to consider this one as a way to quickly boost and at least double, if not more, your initial investment. Dino BUSD finance is where you bring those multiplied tokens and stake them. Okay, I hope that is very clear and that you see how these two dapps interact and how they together work in each other's benefit. Crazy Dino gives another usage to the Dino token, and and it allows people also to multiply their tokens that they can therefore bring on back here on Dino BUSD.finance and finally stake for earning in the future. So that's taken care of. One other thing, check it out. Live now, it's season 1. This is a move which I never heard before on the DeFi scene. One of the novelty factors these guys introduced is that whenever the TVL drops to zero, season 1 will come to an end. But there will be future seasons. So even if by any chance, if you happen to get your tokens locked here because the TVL went to zero and you couldn't withdraw your profits, well, then you have to wait until season 2 starts. Okay? We don't know when it's gonna start, but you can see down here under rule 1, Crazy Dino has different seasons. So eventually season 2 will start. And that's why I was telling you all about this team, because these promises, like on the DeFi space even, I mean, usually you wouldn't take it all that seriously. But when you have a team who did what these guys did, I mean, now we need to start really considering what they're saying, because actions speak louder than words, and in the past they already proved themselves. Okay, so moving on. This is how the game runs. There will be more seasons, and I think that's very cool, especially if you're a newcomer to the Dino Finance ecosystem. You can see that as an opportunity to quickly double your investment and stake those onto the Dino BUSD miner. Also, if you're an already existing user of the Dino BUSD miner, you can come here, and this actually also gives you another way to use your token, so it brings utility onto the whole ecosystem. Now you can see how these both dapps actually they support each other in a way, right? They're not competitors within themselves, totally opposite from it. So this daily random return of 50% is obviously out of this world. It's insane, and the team, they do know that. They have enough experience under their belt, and even if they didn't, 50% is just unsustainable. Anyone can tell you that. They, in fact, they did added some features which are key in this project, because they will help to level this out and stop the TVL from quickly depleting. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the 2x profit halt. So whenever you get your 2x profit, you will be mandatorily having to do another deposit in order to keep doubling your investments. If you don't, you take your 2x profits and you go onto dinobusd.finance and you stake them there. But if you want to keep on building more and doubling more, you need to reinvest. So now we get into the other part, which is when you invest for the first time, you will get two generally randomly generated timers, one for shuffle claim and one for withdraw. The shuffle claim is the same as compounding, and it's in between. It's a timer who ranges in between 1 second and 3 days. It can be any number whatsoever in between those moments in time, 1 second and 3 days. The withdraw ranges in between 1 second and 6 days. But obviously, if you don't like them, you can always reinvest. When you do reinvest, have that clear in your head. When you do reinvest, both timers are refreshed, but they can also be refreshed individually. And that happens by, let's say, whenever it comes to the point in time where you can shuffle, where you can compound, well, you press the button, you will interact with the contract, and your shuffle claim will be refreshed. Same thing with withdraw. When the moment in time arrives when you are able to withdraw, you press the button, you will withdraw, and your withdraw timer will be refreshed. If you don't like at any moment that what timer you got, you think it's too long, well, reinvest again. Reinvest on top of it, and you will get the timers refreshed. And you can do that how many times you wish, as long as you have the funds for doing so. And by doing that, you do realize these are actually mechanisms which are never seen before. And I mean, the name fits like a glove. Dino has gone crazy. Everything here is crazy. Like, you're basically rolling the dice with the timers, and if you don't like it, well, reinvest until you get a timer that you like. What you need to see here is that investment refreshes both timers, And when you shuffle claim, you refresh the shuffle claim timer, and also the same thing happens when you withdraw. So when you withdraw, you refresh the withdraw timer. That's all you need to know. One other thing about the reinvesting. Let me see here. It's under rule 6. You can at any moment just check here the rules yourself, and that might help you, by the way. But I would also suggest you to take a quick read on with the white paper, because it's 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 built in a way very simply. It's an easy read, and you will have more details there, examples even, and it's very easy to wrap your head around it and to figure things out yourself. But obviously, you can also reach out for the team on their Telegram, and they will be gladly helping you. Okay, so after the first deposit, from the second onwards, deposits always need to be bigger than the sum of daily capital rewards and available withdrawal. There's the example in the white paper, like I said, but if you come here under statistics, this is the shuffle claim, the daily capital rewards, I'm sorry, and this is the available withdrawal. So on your second deposit, you need to sum both whatever numbers it shows here for your case, and you need to deposit a number higher than that. That's the only catch to it. Okay? Now you have everything you need to know about it. You know about the 2x profit halt, you know about the timers which are randomly generated, and how you can make those timers to be refreshed. So it might not be the smartest approach if you have, like, let's say, if you have a certain amount to invest and you come on and invest the whole thing in one big chunk. That might not be the best move, because if you get stuck then with the timer that you're not completely happy about, well, then you have to wait it out. While other users that didn't do that, they might be reinvesting and just going, basically they will only stop whenever they get a timer that they are particularly pleased with. Okay, so consider those things um, before you get in the project. This is not financial advice, as always, but I'm just sharing with you possible strategies. Of course, that's the whole point of the channel, discussing these things with you, show you how the projects run, and you guys are covered now. You know how everything here goes. I only didn't mention the deposit fees, which is 6%. The same with the withdrawal fees, 6%. I mean, it's pretty standard values for this type of projects. Also, there's the option for referral rewards. If you want to shield the project, I mean, that also helps it to be more sustainable, because it will bring on new users. And of course, you get a 5% cut of whatever investment that person does, the person who follows your referral. Okay, so that's also something very standard, typical of this project. But the things which are new, never seen before, we already covered those, and I think you guys are set now. If you're willing to invest, you know how the game works, you know the rules. One more thing I just want to add on is that the TVL right now, as you can see, is at 430 Dino, and yesterday I think it was at 1k Dino. So there's many people already at least doubling their profits. So the TVL has been a roller coaster, but hey, I mean, that's how the game plays. You know the drill here with miners, and especially with Cazy Dino. I mean, I think this project will leave a mark on the DeFi scene. Um, we will be hearing of this more into the future, and I particularly like the fact that it's from a trusted team, a team which did a huge move in the past, never heard never seen before on the DeFi scene, and that same team is telling you that there's going to be more seasons. So for whatever reason, if you cannot get your profits from here, well, we have to wait for the next season. But I mean, this is DeFi. It's still high risk stuff, but in the end, we know it's high risk, and it's always good to be high risk side with a team which already uh, did what they did in the past. All right. So I'm gonna leave it at it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, found some value in it. If you did so, leave me a like. I will be very thankful for you because it really helps the channel to grow. Leave me also a comment, and I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. So take care, keep on exploring, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? Goodbye.